We've got the former mayor of Santa Monica with us. Came in from Mexico just to be here, was on a trip to Mexico, got in, vegan since 1987. Mike Feinstein, everyone.
Hi, everyone. Yeah, I've been vegan since 87, veg since 83, and stopped drinking cow's milk and Pepsi in 79. My body kind of just told me what to do over time, and I listened to it. And I embraced both the spiritual, the environmental, the animal welfare, all those reasons together when I became vegetarian. And at the time that I did, I don't know how many of you remember the Kingsley Gardens or the Comeback Inn on what used to be West Washington, now Abbot Kinney in Venice. A few of us. There weren't that many, vegetarian and vegan restaurants back then, and the fact that there are so many and that there's an event like this today shows how the activism actually can really spread things. And how many of you are used to that, are familiar with that statement, the personal is the political? So we're sitting here on a planet where we've got these climate change issues that are really, really serious. I'm here to speak a little bit about resource use and sustainability and diet. And when you think about, okay, if the personal is the political, one of the issues that we have in activism is, okay, you work through personal transformation or you try and change the power structures in society. And you really need to do both because we can do a lot in personal lifestyle change, but a lot of the corporate power structures also shape the choices that we have. And when we try to deal with climate change, some of the big macroeconomic and political dynamics that come from the oil companies make it really hard to fight. 350.org is trying to do that. We're trying to get Obama not to do Keystone Pipeline, etc. But that's really tough work. And a lot of people are compromised in the choices they can make even with their personal transportation. They're often stuck in fossil fuel-oriented transportation. But with your diet, it's something you can do really easily. And probably most of you are familiar with some of the environmental issues, but the UN came out a few years ago and let us know that there are more carbon emissions from eating animals on this planet than from transportation. Usually we're told we have to cut down driving and take more public transit, etc. And we should, and we need to redesign cities so jobs and housing are closer together and have more public transit instead of invading many countries to steal their oil. All of that is true. But by shifting your diet without having to deal with larger power structures, you can really cut down the amount of energy that is used to bring food to your table. That's one piece. A second piece that we have is the drought here in California. And for those of you who remember the original John Robbins book, Diet for a New Era, years ago, he was the first person who would publicize that it's approximately 2,500 gallons of water for 1 pound of killed cow to put into your so-called burger. So we're sitting here now in the state where Jerry Brown is telling the people, the 20% who live in the cities, that we have to cut down in that shower and that wash and not do any of this. But 80% goes to agriculture, and among the 80% for agriculture, about half of that goes into animals. Why isn't the state of California educating us about the amount of water that goes into producing, mass-producing, fully producing animals? It's interesting that it's not on the websites, it's not there, and I have a friend who is, I'm not going to say which is yet because she's working on the piece, but there's a lot of animal industry pressure on our governments not to be talking about how much water goes in. So it comes up to civic organizations. There's an advertisement in the BART up in San Francisco that it's 1 gallon of cow's milk is 27 showers. So we're all sitting there in our showers and worrying about every bit of water and all that, which is fine. We should live intelligently, but 27 showers for 1 gallon of cow's milk. Also, this whole thing about almonds, there's a big difference in the amount of water that family farmers who grow almonds use compared to the corporate ag who grows almonds. It's the corporate ag that is wasting water and growing the almonds in the wrong part of California where it needs too much water. A lot of the smaller farmers are doing it in Northern California. So this is something that we can really affect here in California. And I'll close with this point. For those of us who are into animal welfare and being kind to animals, part of the transformation that we've gone through is seeing another living being as part of yourself, seeing yourself as part of an interconnected spiritual whole. And therefore, it's easy for us to not endorse cruelty for animals just to so-called meet our so-called needs. And when we try and get into convincing other people, some people get it, and we show the videos of how horrible animals have been treated, and I can't even watch that stuff. It's so horrible. That works with some people, but other people just get shut down. So part of what has to happen here in California legislatively is, if it is the case that when we see animals, we're seeing that's something that's part of ourselves, if we're part of an interconnected ecological whole, then our economics has to reflect that. And what that means is the idea of true cost pricing, where goods and services incorporate their real environmental cost. If water is scarce, then water should be more expensive. And if water is more expensive, because a lot of the people who are trying to say it doesn't matter if you become vegan or vegetarian in California with water issues, because they're just going to ship the alfalfa to China so they can put it into animals there. But if we started pricing water as if it was a collective resource, which it is because it comes from this earth and nobody creates it, if we do that, then cow hamburger would be easily the $35 a pound or more that John Robbins talked about in 1989, but it wouldn't be profitable for us to be shipping alfalfa to China so they can start growing animals in China and ship them back here with the alfalfa that we're sending over there. So it's a lie to us when they say that the consciousness around being good to animals isn't part of the answer to dealing with the drought here in California. Thank you very much.